All right, all right. Wow, what a great morning already. How many of you guys have gotten tremendous value already today? Right? Let's give a big round of applause to this team for this great event we've already got put on for us. Let's do that. Come on now. Let's get excited. Pump it up a little bit. What an amazing event. Guys, I am amazed every single time I come to WealthCon and all the value that gets pumped out of this room. Like, guys, if you're not walking away with tremendous ideas on how you can learn, improve, and grow, like, you need to do a checkup from your neck up at this point, right? Like, we definitely are getting a ton of value. And Ryan and his team just do a phenomenal job for us, putting us in the right positions at the right time, getting the right speakers, the right value. Guys, I'm honored to be up here. Just spent Saturday with Ryan and his leadership team doing his quarterly planning session. We've had the honor of doing that now for 4 years. 4 years ago yesterday, Ryan and I came together for the first time, and it was 2020. COVID was about to kick us right in the rear end, and we weren't ready. We didn't know, but we walked in, we put a strategic plan in place, and we started this journey and this path to where we are today. And what a amazing thing. What a transformation from where Ryan was in 2020 to where he is today. And now giving back and helping so many of you guys be able to impact your lives and impact other people's lives through you. And I'm honored to be part of this. Wealthy business is something that Ryan had a vision for, and he's like, Gary, you know, I want to be able to help more people with what you've helped me with. And so that's where Wealthy Business was born. And so talk to you guys a little bit about that, a little bit about me today. Gary Harper, entrepreneur, investor, business coach. Purpose is to do a good work, support God's work. Husband and father, 13 years of corporate executive experience, 23 years of real estate investing, Six Sigma expert, a little bit about certified in predictive index. We also have coached over 1,000 entrepreneurs as a business coach, helping them scale. We've implemented business operating systems in over 500 businesses now. You know what? I'm going to have to pause. Ryan, I think there's a different presentation that we sent in, if we can get that. And then if not, I'll keep going on this one. Let's keep going until I figure it out. All right. Owner of 13 businesses, Sharper Events, Sharper Consulting, Sharper Process. Many of these companies I've been able to help start and run. I got some in here like Leighton Shires, and then the Rise Business Framework. The Rise Business Framework is the operating system in which we operate to help Ryan, and that Wealthy Business is based on, okay? And so Monster House Deals and some others, guys. These are some of the books that I have. If you guys haven't had the chance to read any of my books that I've authored, I have The Master of Time, Is Your Business Sick? The Purpose to Rise, which is a fable. It's a fable about an entrepreneur in real estate that's rising to his 100%, and he uses the Rise Business Framework. I actually love this book. Me and my wife had a chance to write it together because it's about a guy that comes to a WealthCon, and he hears a business coach speak, and that business coach then helps him implement the Rise Business Framework in his business, and then thriving through hard times. How many of you guys have gone through hard times? Absolutely. Right? So how do we thrive through that? Because we're meant to. We're meant to thrive through hard times. It's not what we're meant to do is to stop in our process, right? When we go through hard times, it gives us that ability to grow properly. Get this refined. And then the Rise Business Framework, guys. I love this book. I had the opportunity to write this book over the last year. It is what Wealthy Business is based on. This book went bestseller in less than 12 hours from launching it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We've been asked to do a book signing in Times Square on the 20th or the 19th of January. Our book will be on the NASDAQ. So if you guys would like a copy of it, there is actually a QR code right here for you to get a copy of this book if you would like to do that. It takes you to our page, pulls that. It's about 344 pages, about 66,000 words. It is a textbook to how to implement the Rise Business Framework, the teacher's guide, if you will. Now, let's get into it. Wealthy Business, Sharper Business Solutions, the Rise Business Framework. We've come together to be able to provide you guys a solution. And I want to talk to you about that solution a little bit today and what it encompasses. What does Rise represent? Rise stands for these 4 words: resource, inspiration, systems, and engagement. That's what they stand for. Resource, inspiration, systems, and engagement. Now, how do we fail to rise? What are the things I've seen now coaching over 20 years, guys, that I've seen people like you that struggle and they don't reach their 100%. And when we talk about rise, we're talking about rising to your 100%. What is your 100%? What's your company purpose? What's your purpose? What do you plan to do with your business or your life? And what are you doing to get there? Rise helps us get there. 4 reasons we fail to do that. Number 1 is fear. You guys heard the first speaker today. Talk about mindset, right? Sometimes we allow fear to stop us in our tracks. Sometimes fear is the one thing that will stop you from reaching your full potential. How do we get rid of fear? Replace it with knowledge. That's the first thing you got to do. You got to replace fear with knowledge, guys, and then sustain it with faith. Right? My biggest fear in the world is flying. I fly 5 times a week. Guys, I realized at a very young age, as an executive of a Fortune 500 company at 22 years old, that I was scared to death to fly. And I had a point that I had to make a decision. Do I come backwards in my career and stop flying and stop pushing myself outside my comfort zone, or do I continue to push and get past this fear? And so I studied everything I could about flying. I studied about why the dings happen on the plane, and at 10,000 feet it double dings because it's time for them to, you can turn on your cell phone and use your computer, and what time the stewardess get up. I learned everything about it. Why? Because I had to replace fear. I replaced it with knowledge. 2, I had to change my mindset. Guys, entrepreneurs get stuck because they think everything depends on them. That's what happens. And it's not a matter of will you ask for help, it's when you'll ask for help and how long you want to stay stuck. You know, hiring a coach helps these things. It helps you overcome fear, it gives you knowledge. It helps you adjust your mindset properly. Number 3, helps you maximize the connections in your life and business. That's what we have to do. We have to help maximize those connections. They're going to throw my other slides up here on you. All right? So we have to change our mindset. We have to maximize our connections in our lives. Guys, look around you. Look around right now. Look to the left and look to your right. Do you see somebody? Is that a potential connection to you? Do you know that the people in this room can help you explode your business just as much as the people on this stage? Maximize these connections. You don't even see the biggest value of what WealthCon does is it just gave you over 1,000 people to connect with. Right? My life changed the day I decided to maximize the connections in my life. Lex, business operating systems. One of the main reasons we fail to rise, guys, is because we don't have a structured way in which to run the business. We don't have a business operating system that allows us to do that. A business operating system that gives us confidence to run our business. We have to have resource confidence. We have to have inspiration confidence. We have to have systems confidence, and we have to have engagement confidence. We have to have those things, guys. In order to let go, we have to be confident in what we're doing. What does our business operating system look like? Resource, time, money, people. You know, every business you start requires these 3 things: time, money, and people. Now listen, if you're the people in your business, guess what? You're a resource to your own company. Every business I start, I refuse to be a resource to that company. Because here's the thing, once you become a resource to your own business, it's quicksand. You know how hard it is to extract somebody back out of the business once they're a resource? They're the one making the phone call. They're the one closing the deal. They're the one that's solving the issue. They're the one sending the email. You're booking your own travel. How many booked your own travel to get here? That's a lot of people that are resources. Does that make sense? Yeah. We got to make sure we understand that. 2, inspiration includes values, purpose, and goals. You got to inspire those resources once you get them. You got to know who to get, where to put them, and then you got to inspire them. And then systems, process, procedures, policies to let go without losing control. And then, guys, if you do it right, then you've earned the right to go into engagement. You earn the right to expand. You earn the right to 10x. You earn the right to build a brand that's larger than you. You know how many